in your own experience as a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, right?
Yes.
Or what have you seen since it started, the pandemic, which is COVID, and how it like really affected each and every person?
Yes, it poses a lot of strain, especially during the pre-pandemic, intra-pandemic, and post-pandemic. So, these three sections, tinitingnan natin yan. So, pre-pandemic is a lot of people are used to different routines. They do what they like, they can travel, they can see their family and friends. And then when it hits the COVID, that's puts a lot of stress not only to the caregivers, to the different people in different setting, and it poses a lot of stressors in their mental health. Wherein we're not making it as a priority as before, and during COVID, it really hits a lot of people, especially the feeling of being isolated, working from home,
Correct.
dealing with work, life, and also kids also.
Yeah,
Everybody.
everybody came into like really all at the same time, right?
Yes, it
So
was
everybody,
like fast and
yeah, really
quick.
fast, overwhelming, and they don't know what to do because we're not used to it, right?
Correct. It's like chaos. When there's a chaos or change, it's just our response to adapt to the current system. And then after pandemic, which we're in, the Delta variant is still sinking in. There's still like a lot of anxiety, fear of the unknown, or depression, and basically having phobias of what's out there, and the security of having their kids being sent to schools.
Schools,
There's a
yes.
lot of phobia about it, and fears, anxiety, and
So yeah, I know definitely. Everybody in this, I mean, everybody in the world has experienced it, right? It
yes.
really affected each and every one of us. I mean, for sure. Like for instance, what you're saying, like personally, when I experience it, it's somehow it's scary. Definitely, it's unreal. You can't believe it at first that you can't go out, right?
That's true.
You're like you have an enemy that it's like an invisible enemy. That's what they say, if I'm correct, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's really hard. So you don't know what you're dealing with. Then I think the vaccine took how many months before it was just launched, and it's just like I think one of the most like really stressful things is like you're at home and you're watching news and all you see is about problems. So maybe you can share about like let's say how it affected each and every people or individual, and how did maybe you can share about how did you initially first what did you do as a psychiatric nurse practitioner, or did you do any like meeting with health officials or something like that? Maybe you can share to us.
Yes. What we did before we started with the pandemic is just enforcing our patient to at least do there a lot of self-care, right? Self-care means non-pharmacological interventions that they can do at their own, which is very cost-effective. Can do meditation, exercise, those things, positive thinking, touching base with your family and friends, and also connecting with other people. That's very important. And then staying on top of what you're doing and making sure that you have some time off to take care of yourself also. Just a lot of people are not paying attention to their mental health, that they
Correct.
think
Everything
everything
is
is okay. And then when it boils down that there's pandemic, then they will tell, it seems like they're not okay because it's affecting their work, their relationship, and also their inner self. Like there's something off about them, and sometimes you don't notice it, but your families or your friends thinks that there's something going on, that you need a little bit of help with mental health professionals. And it's always important to have like a self-acceptance and being aware of yourself. Self-awareness is really important.